Hello, fifth graders. I have a situation. I have a huge magic show coming up, and I need your help. I have a brand new illusion that I want to try, but it involves a cloth. Here, let me show you. It's actually a red cloth. It's about this long. I guess you really can't tell how long it is, so I'll measure it for you. From here to here is 89 and 5/10 centimeters. Now here's my problem. For this trick, I need to cut this cloth into 10 equal pieces. They should all be the same exact size, but I'm not sure where do I even start with this? How do I cut it? How do I know how long each part should be? So I guess we should ask ourselves, what operation do we need to solve the problem? Do we need addition? Should we be subtracting? Should we be multiplying or dividing? So if you're thinking division, you're correct. You can actually divide to find equal parts of a whole. So you can use place value and what you know about whole numbers to divide decimals by powers of 10. Now remember, place value is based on the number 10. The value of each place is 1/10 the value of the place to its left. So we know, or actually, if we put over here 8,950 divided by 10, or another way to say that is 10 to the first, we could fill out our place value chart with 8,000s, 900s, 5/10s, and 0 1s. Now, dividing by 10 results in moving each digit one place to the right. So this 8, if we divide by 10, would become 8 times smaller. This 9 would become 10 times smaller. This 5 becomes 10 times smaller. And the 0 would also move in the place value chart. Now, just like when we were multiplying decimals, this has the opposite effect. This looks the same as moving the decimal point one place to the left. So a good way to remember this is when we are multiplying decimals, the digits are going to increase in value. So for instance, if we were multiplying a number such as 26, right now, our decimal point's right here. Well, if I'm going to multiply that by 10 and make it 10 times bigger, this decimal point, think about which way it's going to move. Do I want to move it this way and make 26 worth 2.6? No, because that would be a smaller value. We want the decimal to go this way, create one of our egg cartons there, and fill that in with a 0, so our final answer is 260. Now, division has the opposite effect. When we're dividing by 10, now that 26 that we had, think about which way we want to move the decimal. Right, to the left. Because now 26 becomes 2 6/10. So dividing by 10, we can move the decimal to the left, and multiplying by 10, we can move the decimal to the right. Now, if I fill in the rest of the chart here, if we put 859 divided by 10 to the first, that's going to give us 89. And if we write 89 and 5/10, or 50/100ths, divided by 10 to the first, that's going to give us 8 95/100ths, or 8 950,000ths. So take a look at the decimal point for a moment. Even though the decimal really isn't moving, it's the digits shifting, it appears that the decimal went from here to between the 8 and 9. So that's the shortcut that we can use here. So back to my cloth, if I needed this cut into 10 equal pieces, then I know I can do 89 and 5/10 divided by 10. We can circle, let's rewrite 89.5. I like it when all of you rewrite the number underneath. Circle the decimal point. Think about division. Which way is it going to travel? Well, if you ever forget, you think, okay, well, I can either move it to the right, which will make the number 895, which is larger, or I can move it to the left, which would make it 8.95, which is smaller. And because we are dividing, that makes more sense. So our final answer, rewrite your final answer again, is 8 95/100ths of a centimeter. So I now know when I start cutting my cloth that each piece will be exactly 8 95/100ths of a centimeter. So remember, dividing by 10, or 10 to the first, is the same as moving the decimal point one place to the left. If we're dividing one place left. If we're dividing by 10 to the second, and you should be copying this in your notebook, this means we're going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Divide by 10 to the third, or 1,000. Just like 10 to the second is 100. 10 to the first is 10. 10 to the third, we're going to move the decimal point 3 places to the left. So our final example here, 340.5 divided by 10 to the second. I'm going to rewrite 340.5. I'm going to circle the decimal. I'm going to bounce it once and twice, make 2 egg cartons, and I'm going to rewrite my final answer. Please don't give me this as your final answer. Please rewrite it like that, and that will make me happy.